I want to see the squad get off the field. What y'all gonna do? Slips the tackle. He turns on his feet inside the 20, the 10, touchdown Panthers. Eunice makes the catch and he's running free. It's a foot race down the sideline. He's in, shoots, he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing. Modern Industrial Workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Cold Friday night here from the Eagles Nest. The Opelousas Catholic Vikings come to town to take on the Central Catholic Eagles. Central Catholic benefited from a bye last week, so this is their first playoff game. Last week, Opelousas Catholic was victorious against St. Edmund. So on the future past hometown resident, head coach of Opelousas Catholic, Thomas David, comes to town to take on his Eagles.
Take on his Eagles, know the actual pedigree of the Central Catholic Eagles, know exactly what's going on. Tell you what, Opelousas Catholic on a 7-game win streak, kind of got some momentum coming in. Central Catholic got to get that fire going early tonight.
Eagles will come out a little more balance. They can throw it, they can run it. Opelousas Catholic, they've proven they can run it. They just have trouble throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball with it itself, but one thing, that running game is really powerful. Look for the Vikings to do some outstanding things, trying to keep that ball away from the Central Catholic Eagles offense.
Aaron ought to go out third man in the broadcast tonight, standing on the sideline all bundled up, ready for a good high school football game tonight.
Hey, Boo, this is the kind of weather we all look forward to watching football in. And for a player, this is perfect weather for the players because they're going to be out there running around and getting warmed up pretty good. But it's perfect. The field is in great shape. We had some rain earlier in the week or last weekend, but the field is in great shape. Temperature is great. The good thing is the wind has kind of laid down. We've had a lot of wind over the last few days, but down here on the field, at this point in time anyway, not much wind, and we don't expect it. Only good football.
Clarence, you look at who wins the toss, and you kind of feel of what they believe tonight. Eagles win the toss, they elect to take the ball.
Without a doubt, take the ball within itself, trying to get a scoring opportunity because they know that Opelousas Catholic is going to try to slow this game down.
Those of you tuning in on YouTube tonight to watch this round 2 playoff action, we appreciate you and hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. Eagles have high expectations for this year, so anything less than a win tonight will be disappointing.
Without a doubt.
Game underway. Fontenot takes the ball down to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Good field position. See if Eagles could get some things going. Once again, had a bye last week, and see if they get that offense cranked up early.
Good starting offense there. Ocon, good quarterback for single A football. Blackburn, one of the top running backs in the state. Nene, Singleton, Rock, Case, Cavalier, all those guys. Brown, Viscarta, Johnson, Garcia, they're seasoned guys. And they look to get the advantage here tonight. 1st down and 10 just underway here in Morgan City. Eagles always function out the check with me offense. Ocon will continue to look to the sideline for the play. They'll send Blackburn in motion. They'll start off in the air. Nothing there. Ocon tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's chopped down for a 3-yard loss. Now the official count, they'll lose 4 to be 2nd and 14.
Very aggressive defensive line right there for the Opelousas Catholic Vikings. Now you see the starting lineup for the Vikings. Back end will be critical. Lee, Ford, Brown, Bergeron, and Daughtery. See if the matchups go pretty well on the outside for the Eagles.
Coach David thinks if there's any advantage, he thinks it's his line. Defense and offensive line is where he can cause the most damage. They'll fake it to Blackburn. Ocon keeps it himself. He'll get the 4 yards back, and he'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Good job right there once again by the Vikings. The safety staying right at home, doing a good, outstanding job right there.
And there you see Coach Thomas David. Most people know Timmy David. Still got children here at Central Catholic, and he's on the road, the visiting coach tonight. Enemy territory, back to his home school. Always want to get off to a good start, get the chains moving early in this one. Now the Eagles have it 3rd down and long. And look for Opelousas Catholic. Pin their ears back.
Showing blitz and going to drop out.
4-man rush, back to pass. They'll throw it to the side. Caught and immediately wrapped up as Leprey. He'll be knocked out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down.
That's what the Vikings defense wanted to do. Just good 3 plays and get out, get the Eagles back off the field.
Yeah, good start for the Vikings.
Look at number 7, Chris Brown. Number 7, dynamic guy for the Vikings.
It's 4th and 9.
Good snap, end over end. They'll take a nice Viking bounce. Eagles will kill it right there at the 42-yard line, and now we'll get a look at the Vikings, a team that's going to come out, run the wing tee, and their strength is the running game.
Yes, the strength is the running game, and the one thing it is taking their time to get it right. But
there you see the offense. Collins at quarterback, Brown, Sullivan, Jarrell, they'll get most of the carries. Henry, Foray, Fontenot, Devel, Vasquez, Vize, and LaFleur makes up the Vikings offense.
Big offensive line right there for the Vikings as well.
Brown shuttles in motion. Collins, your quarterback. He's just a junior. Vikings' first possession of the night. Hand off to Jarrell. Runs into an Eagle wall. He'll get 2 with forward progress, bring up 2nd and 8.
And that's going to be critical tonight, Boo, making sure that they make short tackles. If you have gap responsibility, stay in your gap, make some critical tackles. Defensive end's going to be on the same way. Eagles defense, Nightguard, Johnson, Smith, Wiggins, Nene, Cavalier, Hamer. On the back end, Rock, Hollins, Fatno, and Leapre.
This Eagle defense goes as Cavalier goes. You know, he's the guy that's going to force the contact. He'll be in on most of the plays here tonight. 2nd down and 8. He'll sweep it to Brown on the outside. Has running room. Cross the 50, 45. Being drugged down from behind by Cavalier at the 41-yard line. A 1st down, and the Vikings on the move.
Just a basic toss sweep right there to Brown. Showing the speed, got to the outside, pick up the 1st down for the Vikings.
41-yard line. Gain of 15.
Cavalier able to come up to make the tackle.
First down.
And that's the critical thing that the Eagles will have to do tonight.
They'll send Brown in motion far side. Same play, opposite direction. You can tell the difference in the speed from Brown. He'll take it all the way near another 1st down. A lot of run room on the edge.
Following that good big offensive line, Brown taking a tall sweep and just get past that tackle spot, cut through. It's a critical thing that the Eagles need to do, making sure also that they are getting an opportunity to breathe because this defense is going to be on the field a while. So
a good start for the Vikings offense just underway here from the Eagles Nest. Round 2, LHS AA high school playoffs. Brown motion near side. This time they'll hand it to the fullback. Jarrell takes it right up the gut. Good positive yards, and that's their offense. 4 or 5 yards are down, and they're happy as can be.
And one thing you have to do is when you continually do things like that, tall sweep up to the fullback, look for that tight end to pop it up there also. Play right up there, right up the middle, right there. Pick up a 2nd down here for the Vikings.
Gain of 6 yards on the run. It's 2nd and 4.
This opens up the play calling for the offensive coaching staff. Staying ahead of the sticks. Right back up the middle. This time Jarrell. Again, good positive gain. Always moving forward.
Drags Jarrell down at the 21.
Near the 20-yard line. That'll give him a 1st down.
One thing it is, just a tough run right there.
First down for the Vikings.
Making sure it looked like he almost was trying to strip the ball out, but fall forward for the 1st down once again for the Vikings.
Right back up the gut again. Helmet comes off as Gillette takes it right up the gut for 3. And you're exactly right about playing your gaps because now you can't take the eye candy. You got to stay to your
you got to stay true to your assignment and discipline. And once again, what happens sometimes, Boo, is you get those guys in the secondary trying to come up and make tackles. Then you see something explode right quick.
The Vikings take the first trip inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. So they're looking to crack the scoreboard to open up this ball game tonight. Here goes Brown again on the outside, trying to get the corner. Good pursuit from the Eagles, and down he goes.
That's going to be the critical thing right there, Boo.
Nightcar runs him down from behind.
Got to stretch Brown out. Just a little pitch option right there. Brown trying to get to the outside, but that pursuit of the Central Catholic, defensive line, make a tackle right there by Cavalier.
Yeah, Singleton did a good job of staying contained, forcing him in, and Nightcar did a good job running him down from the. So not much of a kicking game. You know they're in 4-down territory, so this is 3rd down. Crucial here to get some positive yard if you're a Viking. Eagle defense trying to strengthen. They'll go right back up the gut again. Gillette looking for the sticks.
He's fighting for it.
Yeah, I think the extra effort may have given it to him.
Got to make that tackle. Big third down play right there. Gillette just taking the handoff. See it taking a handoff and just following that big offensive line. Good kick out block by the offensive line. Gillette fight forward and fall forward for the first down.
They'll give him 7 yards and a first down, so it'll be first down and goal for Opelousas Catholic. Off to a good start here tonight.
And once again, time-consuming drive as well.
Brown in motion. They'll stay right up the middle. That's where their success has been. And Gillette not big in stature, but he runs hard, low center of gravity, and he's moving that foul.
And you have to look for him to get through there. Taking a handoff, and he's got 2 hands on the ball. You see, he's a definitely fullback. Eagle defense got to stand me up right here.
He'll get 5 on first down. This will be the 10th play of the drive for the Vikings. Gillette stacks directly behind Collins. They'll stay in a wing T formation, single receiver to the far side. Right back up the gut again.
Good time.
And this time stood up and brought down after a short gain of 1.
Once again, Coach Davey just calling the right plays, setting them. It offers up. Gillette taking the handoff. Just good stymie right there by the defensive line.
It's 3rd and goal.
Thomas Nini, number 5, able to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, a few hits like that, you might slow Gillette down a little bit. He don't want to get that kind of contact. 3rd down and goal. Big steep defensive stand here for the Eagles. Right back up the middle again. The Eagles able to snip it out and bring him down, and that'll bring up a crucial 4th down early in this ball.
4th down. Central Catholic defensive line holding up right there. See up the Vikings going to try to get to the outside, showing a lot of speed by Brian. Just a handoff right here. Central Catholic defense able to hold strong. Once again.
It's 4th and goal. Vikings.
So a long drive for the Vikings comes down to this 4th down call. Eagles defense bend but don't break, trying to get a stop. Collins barks out the signals. Eagles crowd the line of scrimmage. They'll go option far side. Collins cuts it back in, reaches for the end zone, touchdown.
Fake dive, option keeper. Fake the dive right there, option keeper by the quarterback. By Collins, touchdown, able to get across the line.
So with a lack of a kicking game, they'll keep the offense in. And they'll go for 2.
We know what the game plan for Opelousas Catholic tonight. Run the football.
Got the score by getting to the edge. Got down there by running up the middle. They'll go back to the edge again. Collins pitches it. Brown walks in. Perfectly executed. 2-point conversion is good. And after a 12-play, 58-yard drive, Opelousas Catholic strikes first, and they lead the Eagles 8-0.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vita Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
Opelousas Catholic squib kick. Didn't work out, I think, as a plan. As Eagles will have it at the 50-yard line, down on the sideline there. And ought to go, Aaron. We got to see the size of this offensive line from Opelousas Catholic, and they walked it right down the field on the Eagles.
They sure did, Boo. I mean, Coach Duffy's got to be very happy with what his team has done so far here early in the first quarter. But this team comes in scoring a lot of points. They've scored in their district games, in 5 district games, they scored 30 points once. Every other one was above 40, had 2 of them in the 60s. So they're in the habit of scoring a lot of points. And Eagles can mash up with that offense because they've done the same thing, scored a lot of points in their ball games. But I could see a lot of scores tonight.
Yeah, and to get that going, they'll have to get Blackburn going.
Got to get Blackburn involved in the game. Use him as a decoy. What's going to be critical in this game tonight, Boo, if the Eagles can actually throw the ball and use the number 4 as the decoy.
Yeah, cold night, not a great night to throw the football, windy. But if anybody could do it, Okine, one of the top quarterbacks in single A. Eagles will spread you out, 2 to the far side. Nene and Blackburn is in the backfield. And a sideline warning against the Eagles as they'll try to get control of the sideline.
And one thing you can see on this setup here, right here, the defensive line, you got pretty much everybody, 5-man, 6-man on the line of scrimmage. 2 linebackers dropping, 3 deep in the secondary.
Right back to Blackburn, slips 2 tackles, stays on his feet, running through tacklers, looking for the outside, across the 40. There's a wall of red jerseys as Blackburn works his way inside the 30 in a good patient run.
Yeah.
And a big run for Blackburn.
And that's what Coach Davino, late flag right there also on the play. But once again, just a direct handoff to Blackburn, and after he gets past the line of scrimmage, Boo, it's just on Blackburn himself. Good tough run right there by the Eagles.
First
time they just warned him without the flag. This time they threw a flag and gave him a sideline warning. You know, patient running can work for you, and sometimes it can work against you.
Right. It's do or die sometimes. But the previous play was good opportunity right there for the Eagles. Lost 2 on this particular play.
Eagles have it 2nd down and 12. Good crowd has turned out on a cold Friday night. Nice get up the ladder and catch the football is Hollins.
Just a light slant play right there. O'Connor able to hook up with Collins. And that's what I'm talking about, Boo. When you have aggressive defense on the line, that it's going to pretty much put your secondary guys in a one-on-one situation on the back end. See if that open up some more for the Eagles.
Much better down and distance for the Eagles. 3rd down and 2. Direct snap to Blackburn. Blackburn, there he is, running through tackles again. He'll have it down near the 25-yard line. A 1st down and inside the core physical therapy and sport performance red zone.
So when the Eagles get in this particular spot, Blackburn able to take the rack snap. And once again, he's going forward. North and south running right there.
Yeah, it's going to take a team effort to get Blackburn down. One guy has shown no ability to do it. Again, climb on board and I'll take you for 4. We'll have it down 11. And what we've noticed here in the first quarter, Opelousas Catholic could have 12, 13-play drives. Possessions are going to be limited tonight. This is just the 2nd time Central touched the ball, and we're almost through the first quarter.
And that's the name of the game when you got to run it back like Blackburn.
Blackburn giving up ground, and that time he'll lose yards as the quarter comes to an end. So the Eagles are on the move. They're inside the core physical therapy red zone, and we'll take a timeout and be back with more high school football. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
Eagle Entertainers, Eagle cheerleaders here tonight, all bundled up trying to get this crowd fired up. Opelousas Catholic took a long time-consuming drive. They struck first. 2-point conversion good. Now Central Catholic, their 2nd possession of the night, are on the move.
And Mitch, been doing it, getting number 4 with the ball. Showing that quick pass by Okan, able to hook up with Hollins, picked up that nearly first down. So see if the Eagles can do something right here.
Yeah, at very least, you want to get at least half of it back here. 3rd down and 9. I would assume Eagles, barring a big loss, would be in 4-down territory also. And he goes in motion, resets. Okan, wide open receiver. That's Nene. He walks in the end zone for the touchdown. There's 2 flags on the play, and it could be ineligible lineman downfield.
Let's see what they sorted out.
And really no need for him to even go down the field.
But one thing it is, Boo, once they set this up, the passing game will be open for the Eagles tonight. See if they take advantage of it.
Yeah, costly penalty there.
See
2 linemen.
Nene right on that slot back spot. And just one-on-one coverage because these guys are so concerned about number 4.
That was a correct call, by the way. 2 linemen at least 5 yards down the field.
And which is true, you know, to have your eyes on Blackburn because he's in the top 3 running back in the state of Louisiana. So
costly penalty. Now it's 3rd down. You'll have to get inside the 6 for a first. Eagles will spread them out, 4 receivers to the far side. Now they'll empty the backfield. Wheel route. They'll go to Blackburn. One-on-one on the outside. Up he goes. Simultaneous catch. Opelousas Catholic say they got it. He's trying to decide they'll give him the interception.
Wow, big play right there. He came up with the possession.
Yeah, an unsteady official trying to make the call, but
set him up one-on-one right there. Mark Collins come up with the actual interception for the Vikings. That's a big play right there, Boo.
Took it away from Blackburn. It appeared Blackburn had it initially, but shame on you if you allow the defender to take it from you.
See what the decision going to be made.
Yeah, they're still huddled up. It's going to be a tough call to change a call. That happened right in front of an official.
And they were fighting for it when he turned back over. Collins came up with it.
They switched it.
Wow.
The Opelousas Catholic sideline is going to blow a hat right here.
Yeah, you see Coach David is really concerned about that. But you seen when the play was set up, they emptied the backfield, got a one-on-one situation with Collins on Blackburn. I want you to see if you can see the play come back.
Started with an official right on the spot that was unsure of himself. We'll look at the replay here. Looked like Blackburn had it first, got it taken away from him, but who had possession when they came down?
And once again, the actual guy from Opelousas Catholic come back up with it.
You can see the ball's loose on the hip of Blackburn. So did he have possession?
He had possession, that is all.
We have a chance to try to clear a little bit of it up as Aaron was right there with the referees. Aaron, what you got for us?
All right, guys, I didn't hear the whole conversation because a lot of the fans were trying to help the referees as to what exactly happened. But what I did hear was the referee that made the call said both players held possession of the ball while they were on the ground. So the white hat says if they both had the ball, then it's offensive ball and it's a touchdown. And that's when he turned and put his arms up in the air and ruled a touchdown. So I think he ruled they both had it, but the defensive player took it away after they both had possession. So the both possession gives them the touchdown.
Eagles will go for 2. Blackburn takes the carry. He's wrapped up, won't get it. The 2-point conversion, no good. We'll take one more look at the replay. And when they go to the ground, I want you to look in between the 2 players on the hip.
You can see it on his hip.
See if Blackburn actually had possession at the time he came down with the ball. We'll look at it right here in slow motion. At this point, both guys look like they had it. It appears Blackburn might be winning.
Right there.
But right there, you look on the hip. Did he really have the ball or did he not?
And he was right there. The referee, you could see him actually fight to see the actual possession. But once again, he overturned that.
Yeah,
the white hat did.
Good break for the Eagles. 11:27 to go here in the second quarter. They get on the board and trail 8-6.
Tell you what, looking for an exciting game thus far.
Yes. One thing, if you're Coach David, when a call don't go your way, you get mad. But when you get the call and then they take it away,
it makes a little difference. It makes a little difference, but that's that home cooking you get sometime, and take advantage of it.
Patterson all the way to Winfield tonight on the ATVCI.net scoreboard. They up 7-0, a game that You know, on paper, you look at it and say, boy, Winfield's going to win this game.
Yeah.
But we know, we've seen Patterson. They're
Oh,
more than
man.
capable.
Very outstanding, exciting team to see, too.
Berwick High School, 0-0 at Opelousas.
Once again, that first possession by Opelousas Catholic, we've seen a very time-consuming drive by them. And their strategy is, once again, to keep number 4 on the sideline. See what's going to happen with these guys.
First and 10 for Opelousas Catholic.
Let's see what the Eagle defense, what kind of adjustments they made after that first drive. Seemed like the Vikings had their way running right up the middle, and then towards the end, they were able to get the edge. Collins sweep to Brown. Brown on the outside, run room, cross the 25-30. Stays on his feet, goes out of bounds, and a pretty good gain on first down.
Once just a tall sweep right there. Brown showing that speed once again. That's the objective to pick up a first down for the Vikings once again. And what's going to be critical with those guys from Central Catholic, who they had that week off last week. Opelousas Catholic came in this week with that momentum against St. Ed's. A lot of those guys on Central Catholic defense going both ways, as we know.
You know, you load up in the middle to stop that run right up the gut, and then all of a sudden to the edge they go, and then you make that adjustment back to the middle. Low inside handoff. Again, didn't look like much, but Sullivan takes it right down the middle. Be 3 yards shy of first down yardage. Bring up 2nd and 3.
Look fancy about Opelousas Catholic, setting up that actual speed to the outside or a quick pass to the inside. So
It's 2nd down and 3.
Second and 3. This time Gillette hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces off, takes a big hit, but already has first down yardage. Leapery on the tackle.
once again, whoever has the quarterback, the actual fullback responsibility must tackle that fullback. Gillette able to pick up the first down once again for the Vikings.
1st and 10.
Disciplined defense has to be for the Eagles tonight.
Got to reset the downs. First down and 10. Eagle defense makes a late adjustment. Rock looking for a spot. They'll go off tackle this time. Good form tackle by Fontenot.
That's the way you play that right there. Fontenot able to come up to make the tackle. The confusion on the back end by the Eagles, so make sure they make those adjustments quickly.
You know, 2nd and 8, that's where you want the Vikings if you're the Eagles defenses. Long down and distance, you know, they feel comfortable 5 and less.
Seems like they bring Brown here to the wings about to try to give it to him or something quick.
Option far side, Collins has it. He's wrapped up, but he fights forward for extra yards and set up a 3rd down and 3.
Wow, you thought he was tackled. Collins running the option to the far side over there, keeping it on quarterback keeper pretty much, and you thought he was wrapped up and he just fall forward. Extra yardage right there, bring up a 3rd shot. That's the type of offense they do, and they're pretty confident as they get to this particular point too.
Vikings got 2 downs to get this first down. No way they'll punt here in this field position. Hand off to Gillette. Gillette runs into the Eagle wall. They look like they'll have him just shy. It's going to set up a 4th down near midfield.
Gillette.
Once again, on their first drive that they had, the 4th and short situation. Going for it once again on their 2nd possession here in this game.
4th and short.
4th down inches for the Vikings. Collins steps back, make sure his offense is set. They'll run an option. Collins running room, 40, 35. Into the secondary, and off he goes. Collins in for the score.
Assignment. Who has the quarterback? Someone didn't have the quarterback. Quick 6 for the Vikings. Once again, linebackers got blocked up in the inside, Boo. That opportunity to bring the touchdown for the Vikings.
Vikings will go for 2 every time. Converted on the first time. Sweep to Brown near side. A lot of red jerseys there. Brown looking for the end zone, and they'll call the 2-point conversion. No good. A 7-play, 78-yard drive. Second possession, second time with points as the Vikings, and they're on top 14-6.
Tall's play right there to Brown. Thought he was going to get to the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Eagles right there. Number 19 for the Eagles. Gary Notcar making the tackle.
As always, the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. Guys in the truck each week watch the game, look for the most valuable player for that particular night. Sometimes there's 4 or 5 guys that deserve it, but you just got to choose one.
And then you know that we've been having some outstanding guys this whole football season.
The Eagles will just have to answer, because the Vikings have come to Morgan City ready to play tonight. Squib kick. Rounded up at the 40-yard line. That's where the Eagles will set up shop.
Downs the kickoff.
You know, Boo, we seen with the Central Catholic first possession, they stuck with what they came with for pretty much for the year itself, getting the ball to Blackburn, outside, inside, and was able to capitalize. But see if they can make some things happen.
Yeah, it's just hard to wear down this defense when your possessions are limited. You know, you got to keep them on the field. You got to keep up the scoring pace. And right now on the sideline, you got to figure out defensively how we're going to handle this Opelousas offense.
Got to make those adjustments.
O'Connell handoff to Blackburn. Blackburn trying to slip through a tiny hole. He'll get good positive yards, a gain of 4.
Nothing fancy right there. Just hand it off to Blackburn. One thing it is, Boo, we know he's very patient to bounce it to the outside. That's when he showed a lot of speed and power.
Yeah, one thing the Eagles have been able to count on is this offensive line all year long.
Gain of 4 to the 44. 2nd and 6.
Got some little confusion in the secondary for the Vikings. See if the Eagles can capitalize right here.
Straight back to pass, Ocon. Here comes the pressure. Ball on the ground. Big pile up. Vikings trying to get it, trying to get the first turnover of the night.
Wow.
They're running off like they got it. The referee agrees. First down, Vikings on a big turnover.
Yeah, this is just a straight bull rush by the Vikings. Defensive end right there, number 35. That's Christian Lee. Comes from that defensive end spot, able to come up with the ball, stripping it from Ocon.
Aaron Orta goes down on the Eagles sideline there, and what we have to do to contend with this Vikings offense is like a death of 1,000 cuts.
Well, there's big sweeps, and as you said, runs up the middle of the small chunks. The sweeps kind of get the big chunks. The line of scrimmage is where you're going to win and lose this ball game, and the Eagles really need to tighten out that inside line of scrimmage and shut down some of them gaps.
Well, Eagle defense needs to step up here. First pass of the night. They'll swing it out to the far side, get Brown in open field. Stutter step and brought down on the sideline. Watno and Rock will bring him down.
Just a little swing pass here. Brown goes in motion. St. Collins just swing it to Brown. Get us some good positive yards right there.
It's 2nd and 2.
They'll pick up 8 yards on the play, bring up 2nd down and 2.
And once again, you got your defense still on the field on a time-consuming drive as well, Boo.
There's Brown again, this time giving up ground. A lot of red jerseys there. Eagles have a chance to make a play. And they hit him out of bounds and give him a free 15 yards.
Yeah.
So you finally got a defense making a play and just not a smart play. With this hit coming 5 yards out of bounds.
Toss option here to Brown coming to the outside, and the Eagles got it perfectly defended just at the last minute right there. That'll get you 15 all the time.
Personal foul.
So not the way the Eagles wanted to start off this round 2 playoff game. Plenty of football out. That's the good news. Bad news, Vikings are inside the core physical therapy red zone and knocking on the door.
The result of the play is a loss of 2.
Like you said, Boo, sometimes outside, sometimes inside. A lot of things going on for that offense for the Vikings right there. A little bit more discipline by the Eagles right here. Once again, that defense has been on the field. Cold night like this, you still get kind of winded within itself.
Regular season, that play, you might get away with it. Playoff time?
No, sir.
There's no tomorrow, guaranteed. First down and 10. Here we go again. Collins keeps it himself. One-on-one on the outside. A little dipsy-do. Gets around Rocky in the end zone. Touchdown.
All 1-8 right there. Nothing fancy about that, Boo.
Collins got on the outside, one-on-one with Drake Rock. And watch this move.
Just an outstanding move by Collins. One-on-one situation, not just a fake to the outside, to the inside, and take it in for 6 for the Vikings.
That's one of them give me the leg, take it away my daddy used to put on me when I was a kid. Two-point conversion attempt underway. Collins again, he scored a touchdown. He'll try to get the 2. A good stiff arm on Lee Bree. As easy as it gets, Collins takes it in for 2. And with 6:44 to go here in the second quarter, Opelousas Catholic has opened it up.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vita Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications.
Another squib kick by the Vikings. They'll dribble it down to the 25-yard line. Here comes Fontenot. Fontenot trying to get some life to the Eagles. Fights forward to the 44-yard line. And I know it's early in the game, Clarence, but you got to think this is a must-drive for the Eagles.
It's no doubt. You cannot keep having opportunity. And once again, this is the playoff. Everything counts. You seen the call on the actual touchdown for the Eagles. This turnover possession came up beneficial for the Vikings. So,
well, we knew coming in it was going to be a high-scoring affair, so both teams had to put up points. The Eagles not keeping up there into the bargain and need to get it started right here.
See if they get the ball into 4 hands, because that's the critical key for the Eagles tonight.
First down and 10, they'll go to Blackburn on a testy Viking defense. Look, they're standing tall at the line of scrimmage, shedding their blockers right and left.
You know, when you got a back like Blackburn, that's what you have to do. You got those 5 key defensive linemen like that, and those linebackers just filling the gap. Eagles may have to try to get the ball to the outside much quicker to their receivers.
Second down and 10, they'll swing it to Blackburn, try to get him in open field. Across the 40, 45, wrestled down by Luna.
They have a face mask called hospital.
Blackburn.
Yes, sir.
There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it'll go against the Vikings.
And once again, Boo, that's what they have to do. They got to get the ball to the outside. They put on some one-on-one situations on the outside for those secondary guys.
Call it a horse collar tackle.
Personal foul for horse collar.
See that right
here.
Right at the end of the play right there. He initially grabbed it, but he took it off his shoulder pad, but still they called.
First down, Eagles.
That'll give the Eagles a first down. Will shuffle past the Nene. Nene gets through the first initial traffic, and he stood up and brought down.
Good call, but you seen the Vikings just really close that down rather quick right at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of a yard to the 36. Let's make that no gain.
Would say we got a shocked Eagle crowd tonight. We got a stunned Eagle crowd as they're looking for something to get them excited. Eagles could do it here on this drive. 5-11 and counting here in the second quarter. Hollins in motion near side. Second down and 10. Little hitch and go. Nothing there. Ocon scrambling. Has daylight across the 35-30. Slides down with contact. He'll be 1 yard shy of first down yardage. College professional may throw that flag. High school, they say suck it up.
Once again, everyone covered downfield. Ocon Jr. used a lot of speed. Just get that slide, and he just get Jarrell at the last moment.
Yeah, not much there. Not much there. Bring up third down and short.
The Eagles need this to keep that drive alive. Coming a heavy set.
Blackburn takes the direct snap. Looks to have enough for a first down, barely. Blackburn enters the line of scrimmage, kind of standing straight up and down.
Yeah, without a doubt. And what's happening is you're getting that line of scrimmage between both offense and defense doing some things like that. See if the Eagles could capitalize here on this drive right here.
At the Vikings 27. First down.
Singleton to the far side. Ocon back in the game. First down and 10. They'll swing it out. Nice catch in traffic. There's Hollins. Hollins dragging the tackler down to the 20-yard line.
On to Hollins. Taken down by 4.
Pretty good-looking catch right there. With traffic all around.
Give credit where credit is due. Jake Leeper able to make that initial block, but got his knee kind of tangled up on that block itself. So
second and 4.
Good gain of 6. Second down and 4 for the Eagles. Blackburn dodging traffic. He's inside the 15. They'll mark him down to the 14-yard line. A first down. Eagles on the move.
Good cutback run right there. Blackburn taking the actual handoff. Cut back to the near side. And once you get past the line of scrimmage, just one-on-one, you got to have a couple of guys to take him down.
Inside the core physical therapy red zone as we near the end of the first half. Back to Blackburn again for a big, powerful running back with a lot of speed. He's one of your more patient backs. As they'll pick and choose this time to go.
And you know, with over 2,000 plus yards, he's been very deceptive all year.
Second down and 8. Opelousas Catholic will call a timeout. And Clarence, one thing I've always been told, you can't win a game in the first half, but you sure can lose one.
You sure can.
But the Eagles could go a long way of getting back in this one with a score here.
It's very critical for them, and also to get their psyche back into the game like this, because typically the Eagles don't be in this situation like this.
Vikings will get the kickoff to start the second half, and the Eagles defense has not shown the ability to stop them yet.
Without a doubt, they've been very critical on their play calling. Collins been taking the game over here in the second quarter for the Vikings.
Just 3 touchdowns from the Vikings. One of them from the turnover, but all 3 touchdowns all 3 possessions result in a touchdown.
See if the Eagles could capitalize here, getting to the core physical red zone.
Second down, Ocon stands all alone in the backfield. They'll get a jump from the defense, and that'll aid the cause.
Always so critical when you're coming out of a timeout. That typically is what happens because you're trying to get that anticipation of actually where the ball is going. So mark it off against the Vikings.
Well, now you got an opportunity to just pound it at them. 3 tries to get a first down. You can reset the chains, get a first down, and go.
Right now they got the offense, they got that defense spread out. So see if O'Connor can keep it on the quarterback keeper.
Second down, Blackburn will take it to the outside. He's being chased. He's got speed. Cross the 5, 4, touchdown. Blackburn takes it around the outside, coast in the end zone. The Eagles on the board.
Much faster within itself. Spread that defense out. Once again, defense is spread out. Blackburn able to get into the outside. Running receivers off. Blackburn able to walk into the end zone for the touchdown for the Eagles.
Offense, and Eagles got a kicking game. You hate to see sometimes you start chasing points. Your opponents are going to go for 2 every time, so they force you to go for 2 when really sometimes 1 is all you need.
1 is all you need. Just have a confidence in your offense and get things done, but Eagles going for 2 here.
Ocon looks to the sideline. They'll keep them spread out. They'll run Blackburn in motion. Fake it to him. Ocon teaches it himself. Crowded in the middle. Boy, he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Depend on the spot, and they'll call the 2-point conversion. No good. A 9-play, 56-yard, much-needed 6 for the Eagles.
There's Ocon right there.
22-12.
Right at the last moment, just get hit right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get across the goal line. Nothing doing for the Eagles.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. Watch the action. We talk about it up here. You can't win in the first half, but you sure can lose. So the Eagles come away with 6. Goes a big way.
Actually, absolutely right, Boo. That was a huge possession for the Eagles in that they would be able to drive across the field and use up some clock. Kind of hoping they would use up a little bit more of the clock before they got in because they still have a little over 2 minutes, 2:21 to play in the first half. And with the speed of these Opelousas Catholic football team, that could be enough time for them to put 6 more up.
Yeah, Clarence, they got a big mix. Gillette up the middle running tough. Then you got Brown and Collins, as good as it gets on the outside.
And once again, give credit where credit is due. They start an interior line.
Onside kick, near side, caught, and they'll give a short field to the Vikings. 2:21 on the clock. Vikings are thinking, do we have enough time to drive the field? And now they only got to go half the field.
Not that far to go, Boo. And we did see Collins does have a lot of speed. Brown has a lot of speed as well. So if they keep it on the outside, Coach David wanted to actually get another scoring opportunity here.
Yeah, so try to get a score here before half, and then you get the ball in the second half, and you can actually put it away. So an important defensive stance needed here for the Eagles. First down at 10, Brown in motion. He'll take the sweep. Oh, end over end, ball out on the ground. They'll call him down by contact. Saying the ground forced the ball to come out.
Switch swap calls.
We'll take a look at it here.
Brown just about to go past the line of scrimmage and hit the ground, so the ball did call the fumble, and he is down.
Good call by the official. Not a bad play by the Eagles, holding them to 3.
Tell you what, you thought you would have had that opportunity for a big turnover right there. Eagles could have get right back into this game again.
I don't know if Brown could throw it, but the halfback pass is always in your mind.
Yes, sir.
As these cornerbacks are coming up to make the tackle. Collins back to pass, wheel route on the outside, has a defender there. That's Drake Rock. He takes a hard spill onto the track.
Right on the track.
That's not a good spot to land.
No doubt. He's able to get back up, though.
Tough as
You're
rock.
tough right there. Rock is able to beat a rock. Shake it off. Once again, critical playoff game right here for the Eagles. Need all their guys back. So Rock able to get back off, see if somebody go back in. Once again, Opelousas Catholic trying to throw the ball now. Running game has been very effective for him.
Eagles got 3 timeouts. It's a 3rd down. Huge defensive series right here for the Eagles. Brown goes in motion. They'll fake it to him. They'll hand it right back up the middle. Into a wall. And down he goes. They gave it to Luna on an inside handoff. Now the Eagles will call a timeout. Stop the clock with 1:21. Anticipating an opportunity here before half.
Big opportunity right there for the defensive line for Central Catholic. Outstanding job. 4th down. Timeout. Make some adjustments. See what the actual Vikings can come up with on their call.
Yeah, decision time by Coach David. You know, do you want to go for it on 4th down and field and give the Eagles half a field? Or does you have at least a decent punting game to make the Eagles go the length of the field? You're up 22-12. You sure don't want to give that lead away. And
you feel that little momentum swing for the Eagles here. See if they can capitalize. Once again, someone usually always makes some type of bonehead decision on offensive defensive line. See who's going to make a wise decision here.
The Eagles will have to worry about the hard count.
Yes, sir.
But the offense stays in for the Vikings. So looking at how the game's being played tonight, both coaches are playing to win.
Yes, sir.
4th down for the Vikings. Collins looks to the sideline for further instruction. And an early jump by the Vikings. That'll back them up 5, and that might make the decision for them.
Once again, it typically happens, Boo. Like when you come from a timeout, that situation always happens either on the offensive side or defensive side on the Vikings tonight. A little momentum there for the Eagles, still with 1:21 here in the 2nd quarter.
Botno go back deep for the Eagles. A good return here. Minute 21, couple timeouts. The Eagles get inch closer. Collins will punt it away. Stands at his own 35-yard line. A good snap. Eagles set up a return and a nice punt. It'll turn over. Nice spiral. Botno fields it at the 15-yard line on a fair catch, so the Eagles will have their work cut out.
You know the Eagles can't throw the ball here. So not an offensive prognosticator, but you know you got number 4 back there. Tall sweep to him. Try to get a quick sit.
Yeah, but as much as you'd like to drive down the field, you sure don't want a disaster to happen this far deep into your territory. It'll depend on this 1st down play on how the rest of this drive is going to play out. They'll stack receivers to the far side. They'll have 2 to the near side. Blackburn, your lone running back. They'll go wheel route to Blackburn on the outside. There's a defender there, Collins. He's out of bounds. They'll call it. Looked like he had it, but they'll call him out of bounds. So he did not retain possession of the football.
They're going up for the ball. Came in ball.
Yeah, it's hard to see if he had it all the way down to the ground, but needless to say, it'll be 2nd down and 10. Usually that wheel route is more successful when the defender's trailing you, not looking at you. Pressure again. Ocon being wrapped up.
The ball is out. And see who's going to come with the possession
here.
They
call it a touchdown. That's the disaster I was talking about. Deep in your territory. Sometimes you got to stay patient. Take it to the dressing room, 22-12. Now they get a cheap one on you.
Eagles just looking for a quick opportunity right there. Big rush by the Vikings. Blitzing by the Vikings defensive line. And turnover once again right before half. And just like you called it, Boo, just situation number 9 right there.
Yeah, worst case scenario. Vikings get the late half score. They get the ball to come out the second half. Here they go again for 2. Brown takes the sweep. Brown takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Opelousas Catholic takes advantage of an Eagle miscue. And they get a cheap 8 here right before half.
Right before halftime, and once again, critical things happen in the playoffs, and that opportunity is presented itself right here.
No, Eagle dodged the bullet when the onside kick gave him a half a field. We thought maybe that would be some trouble. Able to stop him, get the ball back. But a great punt by Collins backs them all the way inside the 10-yard line. First play, they almost get an interception on outside. And the second play, sack, fumble, recovery in the end zone.
That short kick made the difference initially right there and just made it a short field for each side of it right there.
So the Eagles will have their work cut out for them here in the second half. Opelousas Catholic has arrived to Morgan City, meaning business. Fontenot grabs it at the 30-yard line. A lot of white jerseys there. They'll wrap him up. Nowhere for him to go. They'll blow the whistle at the 32-yard line. So let's see what the Eagles do. Just 51 seconds to go, but they're not inside here on 10. They've got a little bit of breathing room.
A little breathing room to work with some things.
From the 32-yard line, first down, Eagles.
Got an ATVCI.net scoreboard update. Berwick trailing 12-7 at Bogalusa. And Patterson looking to upset Winfield. They're up 14-6.
It's procedure call right against the Eagles once again.
Start, Eagles.
Offense on these last 2 possessions, just not focusing and remaining. Every yard is critical here.
Here comes the pressure again. Ocon takes a shot, has a man up the middle. That's Hollins. Now he'll need to turn on the Jets. He'll have it inside the 30, 25. They're trying to bring him down at the 20. That'll stop the clock for the first down. The Eagles hurry up to the line of scrimmage. And a much-needed big play for the Eagles.
Ocon able to get the time. Hollins is up in the slot right there. Big pickup for the Eagles right here.
2 timeouts left for the Eagles. They'll go quick. Ocon back to pass again. Take another shot. Into double coverage. Intercepted. Brown takes it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. Across the 15-yard line there to the Eagles. They'll bring them down. And after the big play,
once
Vikings will stop it.
Just coverage down the field. Safety over the top, and Brown at that corner spot just came over the top. Was able to come up with the interception.
Yeah, one of the few times we've seen Ocon throw to a spot, not necessarily to an open receiver. Had 2 defenders on Hollins.
2 big turnovers right there for the Eagles here in the first half.
Vikings couldn't be more pleased with their position. They'll take the knee and go to halftime.
Vikings with the knee up.
So the interior pressure the Vikings are causing right in the face of a quarterback.
Opelousas Catholic 30 and Central Catholic 12.
Brown had a easy catch in the end zone, so both teams will head to the sideline. The Eagles will have to figure something out. Vikings are feeling pretty comfortable. 30-12 outscore here. This is second round playoff action here on the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Doman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. ETM Advertising Specialties, family owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335. You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logos for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Back for the second half here from the Eagles Nest. Booker Zappi alongside Clarence Robinson. Down on the sideline, Aaron Artigo and Clarence. 30-12. Eagles got their handful of what they talked about at halftime.
Make the adjustments, make sure tackles, making sure that they play assignment football. That's the basic thing they can do. On the offensive side, continue to be central, trying to get the ball to the outside, making things happen.
One big turnover, but really couldn't get off the field defensively against a good-looking running attack from the Vikings.
And once again, those turnover possessions make a difference in this game, but 8 first downs apiece. But one thing you see, that run for the Vikings, 156 yards to 37, and also 88 yards for Central Catholic. Total yards, 125 for Central, 164 for the Vikings. So turnovers over possession, 16 points.
Aaron Arthur goes down on the sideline. Aaron, you've seen enough football. This opening drive here, the Vikings will get it to start it off, and it's imperative Eagles defense come alive and make a stop.
Absolutely, Boo. They're already down 18 points. They can't afford to fall down 24 or 26 points at this point in the game. They have to put a stop here and answer with a score. Now, add a little bit to it. There's a little sprinkle down here on the field. Felt a few drops in the first half, but now it's a little bit heavy. Still a light drizzle. Very, very light drizzle. So with what's going on right here, will have no bearing on the game. But if it increases very much, it could be, because it's still pretty cool down here on the field.
Clarence, there's any team with an offense that get back and erase an 18-point deficit, it's the Eagles. Look like they touched it prior to 10 yards. They throw the beanbag. I don't see a flag. Eagles say they got the football.
See where they're going to sort this out.
I'm sitting right on the 50-yard line. There was definitely contact prior to 10 yards. I don't see a flag, but I did see a beanbag.
The onside kick recovered.
Eagles trying to come with the onside kick, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
give
what
it to
happened.
them. So the possession goes to the Vikings. Short field once again.
1st and 10.
You know, that kind of tells you, does the coaching staff think they have a defense that can stop this offense? Versus their option was to go with the onside kick, which is a low percentage.
Right.
And try to get the ball back that way. Now, here come the Vikings again with a short field, and we'll see what the Eagles defense can do.
Once again, because you know the Vikings offense is a controlled offense.
Brown goes in motion, option. Collins keeps it himself, and like a broken record here in the second half, we start off the same way, a good gain of 8 on the first half.
And we've seen Collins become so much effective with that, faking the option right there to Brown.
At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Pick up at least 8 yards on the play.
7 on the play with 2nd and 3.
Second down just underway here in the second half. Good crowd turned out for this one, still here. Looking for that momentum switch. Gillette takes it for the first time ran a little more east and west and cost them a first down. It would be second and short.
You know, in Gillette, in that first quarter, we seen Gillette just take over the first quarter. Then the second quarter, you had the actual quarterback, Collins, take over the actual possessions for the Vikings. So
they've been mixing it up inside, outside, and then using Brown on the edge. Just 2 pass attempts in the first half for the Vikings. Here we go. Quarterback sneak. They'll move the pile forward, and that'll reset the downs. First down, Vikings.
They'll get to the 41-yard line. First down.
There's no doubt about the halftime conversation. The Eagles saying, hey, we got to stop them here on this first possession. And Coach David and Opelousas staff is saying, hey, let's go get some points right here. We might be able to put it away.
You couldn't call it more perfect right there, Boo. And one thing it is, you're on the road second playoff game, and they're showing a big difference right here.
First down and 10. They'll go to Luna. Nothing pretty there, but a good gain of 4, and that's exactly what's drawn up for that play.
Luna following this blocking right there for that big offensive line. And one thing it is, you know, they like to keep that clock running.
Gain of 5 on the play. It's 2nd and 5.
Once again, the game get really physical with guys right there in the interior line. So.
Second down, sweep it to Brown on the outside, nothing there, so he turns it back up north and south. Takes a big hit, stays on his feet. He'll get positive yards, and that'll keep the clock running. You know, when you look at the second half, anything like the first half, possessions are going to be limited because the Vikings eat up a lot of time on their possessions.
A lot of time, right?
At the 34-yard line.
Positive yards right there by Brown. Nothing rushing. They're not rushing. Nothing fancy about it. You know, just line up and stop us.
3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Inside handoff. That'll be a first down and more into the Eagles secondary down to the 20-yard line. That's the 10th first down of the night for the Vikings. Move the chains, and more importantly, we'll keep that clock running.
Hand off to Luna, and one time, once you seen him get past the line of scrimmage, he was falling forward for a first down.
A 15-yard gain for Luna. Yeah, Vikings in no hurry here as their offensive line is doing a great job tonight. Option near side, late pitch to Brown, puts it on the ground, takes a candy hop right back to him. There's the red jerseys. They'll bring him down for a short gain, so the Vikings dodge a bullet.
Thomas on the stop.
And they'll keep possession.
Option here to the near side. Pitch out to Brown, and what's the problem is he got a little drizzle out there, just like Aaron stated. Eagles able to come up and make a tackle.
Second down and 8 on its way for the Vikings. Back to pass, throwing across the middle, has a receiver in the end zone, touchdown. While the Eagle defense is asleep with a potent running attack, they sneak Brown out into the secondary, and he walks in for the score.
Eventually, you know it was going to come, but we said it in the first half. When that type of running situation happens, get Brown in the slot, score a quick pass right there. Eagles defenders looking in the backfield right there. Typically, that's what happens.
Yeah, you got a team that came in, you're thinking they can't throw. The problem was it's not that they can't throw, they don't throw.
You don't have to throw if you're running the ball.
But
like
tonight, when they did throw, they've been effective. They'll keep the offense on the field, go for 2. Handoff, Gillette, strength right through the middle. 2-point conversion is good. An 8-play, 54-yard drive to start off this second half. And they've extended the lead 38-12.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
and welcome back to the Eagles' Nest. Opelousas Catholic will kick it off. Fontenot will take it across the 40-yard line. He'll get back to midfield.
Miller's kick taken in by Fontenot.
And the Eagles have had some good field position, had some drives started, just been unable to finish here tonight.
Not able to capitalize. We've seen at the end of that second quarter, just had some two big turnovers in the second quarter. Vikings were able to capitalize. Now here they got the ball back, starting to rain now a little bit more, so see if Ford can hold on to the ball and O'Con.
Eagles.
First down and 10, Eagles back to pass. Here comes the pressure. A lot of pressure. He'll throw deep to Blackburn. Good position by the defender. Ball tipped up, almost caught on a bounce by Blackburn and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, Boo.
As a former defensive back,
you know,
these guys have been blanking in the Eagles receiver.
And you know, one thing it is their best on best. Collins is their best athlete right now, and he's on number 4 and he's doing an outstanding job. Blackburn, you thought was going to be able to come up with the reception.
But it all starts with the defensive pressure. They're bringing it right into the face of Ocon. Second down. They'll throw the outside high to Singleton, brings it down, and he'll go down for a loss of 5.
Good coverage right there by Brown on that cornerback spot. Just a good read.
Loss of 3, back to the 45. It's 3rd and 13.
So a new coming in, Opelousas Catholic, even though as a 15th seed, has earned their stripes with a schedule. You know, went toe-to-toe with Southern Lab earlier, knew it was going to be a good ball club that showed up tonight. And knew offensively they could cause some damage, just didn't know defensively they could equal that task. Early movement from the Eagles. That'll draw a flag and back them up 5.
We just go back, you know, Blackburn has been the main man for Central Catholic, and they have a spy. Mark Collins is the spy on Blackburn now. Everywhere Blackburn goes, Collins is going as well. So you got your quarterback playing defensive back like that. That says a lot, boo.
Third down, the Eagles will need a big play here. Here comes the pressure once again. Ocon stands stiff in the pocket. He'll throw to Leeprey. Leeprey, little back shoulder throw, comes back for the football, makes the catch, and a first down for the Eagles.
Big catch right there by Leeprey. Once again, Ocon has the time to get the ball off. Leeprey was able to come up the big reception, stop, come back for the ball.
Ocon standing with courage in the face of the rush. Setting up a screen. Thrown high and incomplete. That play was set up, would have went a long way.
Oof.
Just couldn't get it to Blackburn. It'll go incomplete.
Big rush right there by Luna. Luna coming up from that linebacker spot, just able to get right in the face of Ocon, and had a good wedge in the front of Blackburn.
Second down and 10. Blackburn motion out. They'll swing it to him on the outside, looking for some blocks. Nothing there. And look at the white jerseys at the point of attack, and they'll bring Blackburn down for a loss of 4.
Excellent pursuit right there. What happened was Collins was able to get that, bust everything up, and allow the pursuit to come forward. So
a late flag on the play. the official call. Personal foul against Opelousas Catholic. So we've seen that in the first half against the Eagles. You make a good play and you give it away with not a smart play.
See Collins able to bust everything up right there and wait for Pursuit right there. A lot of white jerseys right there on that particular tackle. But after that, that's when you get the 15 at the bottom of the pile right there.
Yep.
Good call.
That'll move the sticks for the Eagles. They'll have it first down and 10. Okan looks to the sideline. They'll send Blackburn in motion near side. Here comes the pressure again. They'll set up an inside screen to Hollins. Sniffed out and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
It's not going to work for it. The pursuit by the Vikings is just busting all that up. So Hollins not able to come up with the reception, but none positive yards right there. See the pursuit going back.
Point deficit right now. Eagles need to play with a little sense of urgency. The clock is not their friend. Second down and 10. Blackburn in motion. Okan will take a shot to him. Center of the field, nothing there. And again, Collins running step for step. And it'll go incomplete.
The Eagles just going empty, just trying to get a quick score right there. It's going strictly away from the run.
Okan 11 of 16, 106 yards. More importantly, Blackburn held to just 48 yards here through 2.5 quarters. They'll stack two receivers, top and bottom. Blackburn, your lone running back. Here comes the pressure again. They'll flush it to Blackburn. Open field. Collins has it. Looking for some help. Finally gets him out of bounds. And a big loss for the Eagle offense.
Once again, trying to swing it out to Blackburn, trying to get in a one-on-one situation right there, Boo. But once again, Collins is all over number 4. See Collins right there. Come up and run him out of bounds.
Eagles will keep their offense here. 4th down and a long way to go. 5 receiver set. They'll leave Okan all alone. A lot of teams Eagles have been playing on their heels. Opelousas Catholic moving forward. Look for them to put pressure again. They'll rush 5, and they'll bring him down. Ball loose once again. The beanbag comes out, and it was 4th down. So either way, Opelousas Catholic was going to get possession. And right here, they'll have it near midfield.
Once again, another turnover right there. Just coverage sack within itself, first of all. Okan looking downfield, looking for a receiver. No one's there to be open.
Yeah, you're rushing more people that can block. And right there, Opelousas Catholic, a great defensive plan coming in. They're just going to go pressure, and it has worked tonight.
Once again, another turnover for the Vikings.
Eagles look like they got 12 men on the field. They'll have to call a timeout. Ran a late substitution in, and that was one too many, but I like the game plan. They hadn't been able to stop them with 11. Let's try 12. They'll go to the sideline for a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching A.J. Doman, Automotive Family High School Game.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
Ness. First down and 10 Vikings. Have had their way offensively. Every time they grabbed the ball, they walked it down the field. Collins, an excellent job at quarterback. They'll hand off to Gillette right up the middle. He'll go for 3. And with a cold Friday night, a little sleet in the air, Aaron Alder goes down on the field. Aaron, what you got?
Guys, I just want to let y'all know how the two teams have prepared for the cold weather tonight. First off, I don't find it as cold as I thought it might be, but still the Eagles have some propane-powered heaters on their sideline, a couple of them. The team hasn't really used them very much. Really, no one has stood by them that much. And on the Viking side, of course, there's nothing over there. just cold water and Gatorade.
Yeah, 38 points on the board tends to warm you up. Option to the far side. Brown takes the pitch. Well, when he went north and south, put a foot in the ground, and he'll have a first down.
Yeah, he pushed it right there. When he seen that little gap open up and turned it over, though.
Yeah, Eagles are saying they fumbled. So he went north and south, but he forgot one thing, obviously the football.
Yeah. And once again, you seen that on the last possession. Brown right at the end. And what's happening?
Yeah, we'll reverse that one more time, slow it down just a pinch more.
You see right at the end, right? Right at the end.
See if his elbow got down or not. No.
Nah. It's a fumble. One thing is, on the last possession, Brown had another situation where he fumbled the ball as well. So
let's see if the Eagles could take advantage of the turnover. Ocon being faced with a lot of pressure. Here come again, all-out blitz. They'll throw to the outside to Singleton. He'll make the catch. And a gain of 5. And Ocon, he has to get it out of his hands quick. There ain't a lot of time.
It's not that much time at all. You know, when Single took the possession as well, he didn't expect the ball that quick, but he was able to come up with the reception. No, the Eagles can't throw the ball.
Six guys rushing almost every play. They'll take a shot, deep coverage on the outside. Saw a pull of the jersey, but no call. It'll be incomplete.
Singleton and Brown on the outside right there, one-on-one coverage.
See if he grabs a handful of jersey right here. A little bit of handful, but referee not in position.
Can't see it on the back. Can't see it on the back side.
That'll bring up third down. Eagles like their chances on one-on-one matchups. That was one there. He'll flush Ocon out again. Nowhere to go. Down he goes. The pressure continues to mount from this Viking defense.
Pressure and coverage on the field in the secondary. Good. Everyone's covered downfield. Ocon not able to get it off. Sack for the Vikings.
4th and 13.
And now we got a 4th down and 13 after a loss of 8.
Eagles been trying to do that screen in the middle. See if they can run everybody off and open it up.
They'll bunch 3 receivers, bottom of your screen, one to the far side. Look for pressure again coming from the Vikings. Ocon stands tall, throws the leap free on the outside and batted away. Good defensive position by Brown. And he'll just slap it away and they'll get it after a turnover on down.
Wow. Ocon had the time right there, Boo. Just not able to come up with the reception for the Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Minute 38 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings are in pretty good shape here. Start working on the clock.
Definitely want to try to solidify it more importantly here. Last couple of possessions has been too well for the Vikings.
First down and 10. Collins keeps it himself. Backs his way for 6.
And that's the guy you want the ball in his hands right now.
33-yard line. Gain of 6.
Seeing Collins and Luna pretty much in the middle right there.
Collins has 7 carries, 86 yards here in the ball game, and some crucial carries. Not just inside, but you get him in the open field, he showed his elusiveness.
Showing a lot, faking that option to Brown.
Brown goes in motion, they'll hand it off. This time brought down for a short gain, bring up 3rd down. So even that tackle right there,
Nyquist on the stop.
there's nothing to sneeze about for the Vikings. Able to run another play clock down.
And that's the objective right now. And they've taken advantage of that all the time of possession in this game thus far.
Yep, you knew what kind of game it was going to be in the first quarter when the Eagles had 1 possession.
that was a big statement right there, Boo.
Time of possession tonight for the Vikings, overwhelming. 2nd down. They'll go right back up the middle again. Gillette takes it for about a yard. That'll leave up 4th down and 1. And that'll end the 3rd quarter of play. So the Vikings will go to the sideline and talk about this 4th down and 1. Coming up, they lead 38-12 here from the Eagles Nest.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
38-12, the Vikings come to Morgan City in control of this one. 1 quarter left, Clarence. The Eagles need something to happen, but it starts here on the 4th and 1.
4th and 1 situation here for the defense. See if they can make something happen. If not, you know that the Catholic Vikings will continue to try to run that clock out again like they did thus far in this game.
Collins takes him to the line of scrimmage. They'll stay in the wing tee with a 1 receiver set. They'll need 1 yard to reset the chains. Collins slips, falls down. He won't get the first down.
Mullins trips behind the line at the 30.
See if somebody got contact on him. He might have tripped over his guard. Somebody stepped on his foot.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted.
First down.
Just trying to grind right there. He's seen an opportunity. If he would just try to stretch it out and lay it over, he could have got the first down. But once again, he slipped behind the line of scrimmage. So
that'll give the Eagle offense new life and the Eagle Ball Club an opportunity to have a comeback of the ages. This offense will have to pick up the pace. No more check with me to the sideline. You can't run 20 seconds of play.
No.
Clock down. You got to go. Ocon back to pass, has a receiver, makes the catch. Singleton, he'll flip it inside. Another dipsy-do to Blackburn. He'll kick it back to Ocon. The Vikings pick it up. They'll take it in. Touchdown. I'm not sure if that was a play call.
Fumble recovered by the Vikings.
I'll just sit here and watch.
I just want to see the replay. Once again, possession reception by Singleton. Singleton sees Hollis coming to the near side and then push it back to Blackburn. Blackburn throw it back to Ocon.
Yeah, that seems like you see that play at the end of a game and you have no time on the clock. But I can understand the first flip, a little hook and lateral, maybe catch him off guard. The next two, maybe a little questionable.
A little improv.
And more times than not, you get the results you just got, which is a touchdown, but for the wrong team.
You said that, Booty. Have to actually get opportunity to score, but not like that. You know, you're taking advantage of the opportunity yourself. That's not coaching right there.
And an injured player on the field for the Vikings, and it's a cramp. The scoreboard, Bogalusa 24, Berwick 14. You know, we talked about it a few games back watching the game. We've seen a little trick play early in the game. Usually when you see that,
right,
you got a team that knows, hey, I'm going to have to do some trickery to try to get a win here tonight. So that gives confidence to the team that says, hey, I think I got him now.
Yeah, you wait for the opportunity to present itself, and you just stay back. Like you say, you don't see the Vikings playing back on their heels. You see them going forward. So
Berwick just scored 24-21. Bogalusa up by 3. Patterson up 24-6 over Winfield. That's an upset on the charts, but we knew going in Patterson was as talented as anybody in that division.
The last couple of games we've seen Patterson just go to a whole nother level.
Yeah, got balanced on their offensive side. Still had the state leader in receiver and quarterback, so they could do it all. Option to the near side, Brown. Well, Brown's hit hard, brought down on the outside.
Brown.
The 2-point conversion is no good. 11:38 to go here in the fourth, and might be an understatement, but it's all Vikings.
All Vikings whatsoever.
Of course, it'll be tough pickings tonight. Core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. We're waiting for Chris and Jason in the truck to tally up the stats and come with the results there. And at the same time, I want to give our well wishes to Jason Price. Injured his knee last Friday night getting out the truck. He went left, the knee went right. And he's going to have an orthopedic look at it, but he's destined to go into tonight.
Hopefully you don't have to do that. Hopefully you can have some physical therapy to get that right. Tell you what, we just seen this game just go totally left for the Eagles.
Yeah, stadium kind of empty with the rain. The rest of it left on that play.
Yeah.
But it's awful quiet here in the Eagles' nest. Not what we expected coming in, but it's the results that we got. Fontenot picks up the squib kick, that has been effective tonight. Eagles will have it at the 38-yard line.
Squib kick.
So how can you follow up a 4 lateral play that went a touchdown for the other?
But just follow the coaching that you have. Let Coach Harden call the calls that need to go. Get the receptions, stop the clock, let the clock be beneficial to you rather than to Opelousas Catholic.
Got to give credit to Ocon. He stood in the face of a high-pressure rush the entire night. Not much run and run for Blackburn. Vikings have came in with a pretty good game plan here today. Blackburn takes it up the middle. And we have an opportunity for an injury update on the sideline with Aaron Artigo. Aaron?
Hey guys, on the 2-point conversion, Drake Rock took a huge shot to the head, okay? And he was a little woozy when he got up, and he's on the sideline with a towel over his head. I don't want to sit here and say he had a concussion. I have no idea, but he had a lot of other signs, and he's sitting on the sideline with a towel over his head. So his re-entry back into the game is very questionable at best.
Yeah, between that hit and the time he went down on the track, Rock's a tough cookie.
Right. Once again, good penetration right there by the Vikings linebackers.
You know, I think the difference in the game is the secondary is able to stay man-to-man against the Eagles. And at the same time, they're able to keep 6 around the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly right. Secondary guys looking, just staying in the backfield, staying deep.
The Eagles got a 2,000-yard ball carrier, and yet tonight they only have 4 yards rushing.
Wow. That's a credit to Coach David's defensive scheme coming into tonight's game.
Ball on the ground. Ocon only has time to get back on it. And this second half has imploded on the Eagles. They'll have to punt it away.
I mean, anything that's gone wrong has been just devastating for the Eagles. You know, some type of mistakes look real, you know, that you could come back from. But right there, it's just another situation for the Eagles.
The Eagles will have to punt it away.
Leapfree punting for the Eagles.
Here comes the pressure. Almost got it. He'll get the punt off. High, end over end. Take a Vikings roll. Eagles will stop it at midfield.
Duval downs the punt at the 50. First and 10, Vikings.
Class, when the folks look at the brackets across the state, they see a 2 seed against a 15 seed, and they look at the score differential, 44 to 12. But we knew coming in, Opelousas Catholic's not your typical 15.
Not at all. You know, Boo said in the pregame, Opelousas Catholic's coming in a 7-game win streak here. And after that loss, that last loss to Southern Labs, they just took off, went through the district undefeated, and then last week against St. Ed's. And tonight, they continue to click.
You know, some wing tees can be handled because they're slow and methodical, but when you run against a prolific wing tee like this with a quarterback like Collins that can really run the offense, then it runs into trouble. These guys will get positive yards on every play.
You know, the thing about it also, Boo, is trying to prepare for this. You know, if you miss your assignment, if you have the quarterback and you miss him, that's the difference that you had tonight. Either the quarterback, fullback, or the pitch option man has been a difference for this Eagle defense.
Game got away from the Eagles early, and they just couldn't rebound.
Couldn't rebound from it, and basically, you know, the opportunity that presented itself for the Vikings, they've capitalized on the possessions. You know, I'd seen at halftime they had scored 16 points on turnovers by halftime. So
they'll run the play clock inside 5 seconds. Gillette takes the carry, slips the first tackle into the secondary. He'll have the first down, and they continue to cause havoc on this Eagle D.
And one thing it is, that running game has been prolific for them. The fullbacks has been actually getting some positive yards.
First down at 10.
And off the Brown right there.
Malcolm Smith wraps him up and brings him down.
You know, that second down, third down situation has been, you know, where you can typically see the Eagles get off the field. It's not having that opportunity tonight.
Yeah, you just don't want to get caught up in a fourth quarter where you really have no chance to come back. So now we're just playing the clock out.
Trying to take their time, keep the possession, letting the actual clock run down.
Heavy dose of Gillette here, and why not? 5 yards past the line of scrimmage before first contact.
And one thing it is, you know, Gillette, you can see him on the replay. It's rather short. You can't actually see him behind that big offensive line, and he's been very effective tonight from that fullback spot.
Third down and 1.
You can see Gillette right there and see that the big offensive line.
Collins barks out the signal, right back to Gillette. A first down, that'll move the chains, and that'll eat up more valuable time on the clock.
Cavalier tackle Stelly at the 16.
As we're in the core of physical therapy and sports performance red zone, the Vikings have hogged that area up tonight.
I tell you what, Boo, you know, just speaking about what you said previously, you know, you speak about the brackets and the power ratings. Some of those things kind of work itself out, but when you have a situation like this, I know Coach Grogan would have pretty much liked to be playing last week rather than waiting out for that bye week. So
first down and 10, option far side to Brown. Brown had leverage on the outside, used his speed, And he's close to another first down.
Once again, that play has been very effective for the Vikings tonight. Collins pitch out to Brown. See exactly where they set the actual. Should be a first down.
Yeah, they'll lay the sticks down, so it'll be first down and goal. Of course, the Vikings would like to push one in, but they'd also like to eat up some more clock.
Eat more clock.
So the fans that remain all brought an umbrella. You didn't bring an umbrella, you head to the house.
That was the wise people.
Gillette takes it. Boy, he's hit hard, but gets good, valuable yardage inside the 1. And that'll set the Vikings up second down and goal.
Pretty much Gillette has been the bell cow this particular series.
Stadium, I've not seen it this quiet in a long time.
Well, you know what? At the start of the game, boy, you didn't feel that, that type of atmosphere before the game. Typically, if you got a home playoff game, so.
Gillette got him down there. Let's see if he lets him take him in, and he does. Goes off tackle, walks in untouched, and the Vikings offense continue their route here tonight.
I mean, the Vikings offense just been so powerful. It just whatever they came with, they rode the clock all night.
Yeah, minus their first drive of the night, most of their drives have been half the field, 58 yards, 50 yards. They had a short 40-something yarder. Without a kicker going 2 for every time, they've been more successful than not, and it's mostly come from that play right there. Brown on the outside, gets in the open field, takes the 2-point conversion in. That'll cross the 50-point mark down to 52, and they lead the Eagles 52-12.
Under 5 minutes to play. Vikings 52 and Eagles 12.
All the season that the Eagles had going into positive situation, that big game they had against VC, very critical game. Came back last week against Highland Baptist. Everybody was pretty much injury-free. So, this kind of game that kind of made everything where these guys can get right back up for the game, boo.
Yeah, I think they're going to look at the film and see a lot of things they probably could have done better. Uncharacteristic of an Eagle team throughout the season. But they ran into a Viking team that came in motivated.
This is a very motivated team.
Yeah, the coach on the other side of the field is from Morgan City, coached in the area.
Yeah.
And he had something to prove, so he's using that psychologically on his team. Let's go get them, and get them is what they did.
Get them what they did, and move on next week to Thanksgiving week quarterfinals.
Squib kick has been successful to keep a potent return game from the Eagles down. Potno takes the carry. Good pursuit. Down he goes at the 38-yard line.
Potno on the return. Out past the 35.
So as always, the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. That truck is taking longer and longer, and there he is. Did what he can tonight, but this guy right here bled Central Catholic throughout the entire season. Cavalier was on, as the defense goes, he goes.
That's right.
Or vice versa. But he has been a hard hitter on both sides of the field. He earned that Eagle helmet, and he's going to be missed here at Central Catholic as another prolific football player. Will end this season not the way he wanted.
Big time senior. Congratulations, Cavalier.
After a gain of 4 to the 42.
Also, Mr. Blackburn, top 5 rusher in the state of Louisiana, finishing his career off as an Eagle. Tell you what, you can't erase that out the books as well. So.
A big loss going to be Ocon, the quarterback. He matured over the years this senior season. What he's done to control this offense. So they got a lot of guys to replace off a team that is going to be losing some talent.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, you would like to see the younger guys get in it. But once again, you know, at the single A level, you're going to have that opportunity to play early and often. So,
So both teams just trying to play out the remaining 3 minutes here for flags fly. They'll call that against Central, back them up 5 yards. Those of you watching us on our YouTube live channel, hope you enjoyed it. We try to come in, call a game like we see it, and present the best product we can. So the guys on the camera, girls in the truck doing a fantastic job. They come in, set up early. We come in late, just put the headset on and go to work.
it's awesome, man. Appreciate the opportunity as well.
Third down, play action pass. O'Connor will hit Nene, and he's run down and brought down for no gain. The pursuit of the Vikings just keeps on coming.
I mean, just excellent pursuit, good reads right there. Opportunity presents itself. Punting situation once again for the Eagles. You know what? Everything that you did this year that you've seen work is not working. It gets kind of, you know, like what's really going on. But once again, you just got a well-prepared Opelousas Catholic Viking team, offense, defense, and special team.
Yeah, it forced the Eagles to get a little desperate. Some onside kicks that gave them a short field. The 4 laterals that turned into a touchdown for the other team. They just came in, prepared football team on a mission, and they proved it. This guy here has got as good a speed as anybody. Turns the corner, nothing there, and he'll step out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Brown, Gillette, Collins, the 3-headed monster for the Vikings.
Without a doubt, and, you know, they're going on next week. Tell you what, we'll continue to watch these guys next week, see exactly how they end up in this thing. Very good football team across the field over there.
You know, in the masked men, we call them the linemen. We don't talk about them much, but you look at what Opelousas Catholic did defensively, rushing 6 on almost every play, and offensively doing enough to give these guys some running.
Good rush to 6, and also good coverage on the back end as well. You've seen Ocon trying to throw the ball various times without able to capitalize. 2 big interceptions by the Eagles as well.
Inside 2 minutes, Collins will take them back to the line of scrimmage. Got some new jerseys in there. They'll get them a little playoff action.
Probably young guys in there.
You go to 99 and your program only goes to 79. You know they deep into the lineup at this point.
Getting them guys an opportunity that lifetime they won't forget on the road.
You know, you talk about what the Eagles have done all year long running the football. Coming out here in the second half, you end up with negative 21 yards rushing.
Wow. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot about exactly the scheme that they had for the night. And that was predicated on number 4, Blackburn. Take Blackburn out the game, you set the Eagle offense down.
Yeah, sometimes you play a back and forth game, you lose at the end by a couple points.
Right.
Boy, that hurts. You lose 52-12. You just got to chalk it up as it wasn't our night and go pick up the basketball.
Just wasn't your night. You know, good season, district runner-up, and build for next year.
Third down, new cast of characters, same results. Right up the middle for a first down.
Keep the clock running.
Thomas and Cavalier on the
Should be the last play coming up for the Vikings.
Yep, one more play will be enough to run the clock dry.
Just let the clock run out. That's it.
Play clock's not even running. So He really doesn't even need to take a snap. They'll hand it off anyway. The clocks go to 0, and the Vikings come into Morgan City and upset the number 2 team in the state. Central Catholic will run the midfield, shake hands, great sportsmanship. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back to wrap it up in the Allen's Communication postgame show.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Post-game show. There's our final score. The Vikings of Opelousas Catholic come to town and walk away with a 52-12 win over the hometown Eagles. Brugers there alongside Clarence Robinson. Clarence, not what we thought coming in, but we knew Opelousas Catholic was a formidable foe.
Without a doubt, and they came out and made sure things happened from the kickoff. You know, on the other side of the ball, Central Catholic wasn't able to come get things together, and it made a difference tonight. Initially, Opelousas took advantage of everything.
We look at the final game stats, and right there you see Central Catholic minus 4 yards rushing, 108 passing, total domination from Opelousas Catholic.
301 yards and turnovers, 5 turnovers by the Eagles, with a difference in the game as well, Boo.
Yeah, uncharacteristic of the Eagles. Aaron ought to go down on the sideline there, and the Eagles gave it a good fight, got back behind the 8-ball early and just couldn't make it up.
Well, Boo, they couldn't make it up, and that biggest problem tonight was the Opelousas Catholic Vikings. This was a good football team. In fact, that's the best 15th seed in 1A ball I've ever seen, ever. They were good. They showed it tonight. They were fast. Speed was there. But the Eagles played hard, man. I'm telling you, these guys were playing hard to the very, very end. They never let up. So hats off to the Eagles. It was an outstanding season. They had a great year. Look forward to next year.
Our core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. There he is, Andrew Cavalier, the heartbeat of the Eagles in a losing effort. But for the last few years, he's been the guy that the Eagles counted on.
It's been the man, and I tell you what, outstanding job thus far for this young man. And hats off to him, whatever he do in the future.
The Eagles will lose a host of seniors. That's going to hurt, but like always, you just reload with the young guys and you go right back at it.
It's Eagle ball. Ooh, you know that.
Wasn't Eagles night tonight. Stay tuned to KWBJ for where we'll head next week. Got a few teams still in the playoffs looking like they'll be victorious. So tonight the Eagles fall 52-12 against the visiting Opelousas Catholic Vikings. For the camera crew, the guys in the truck, Clarence Robinson, Brugers Abbey, Aaron Artigo, and of course Bill McCarty, our statistician. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.